Velma, a show considered by all to be a waste of time and a waste of brain cells. This show, as you might know, is the origin story of Velma Kaling, a high school student voiced by a 43-year-old woman who is on the search for her missing mother. I watched episodes 5, 6, and 7 today, and just like the other 2 times I watched the show, it was absolutely miserable and I haven't laughed once. One thing I didn't talk about while discussing this 10-episode train of diarrhea bullfuck was the fact that this show is very discriminatory against white people, which I think is very ironic because this show is most likely written by middle-aged white guys. Did you see it? If you look closely at the screen, you can see a mysterious white orb that is undoubtedly the ghost of Mindy Kaling's career in comedy. I bet that these guys are the types of men that yell, "Fuck the patriarchy!" Yet they still decide to wallop their wives with a wooden paddle whenever they get angry. I'm not going to be talking about white guys today, however. Instead, I'm going to be talking about how, even after 7 episodes, this show is still a shit-covered pile of garbage with a side of smegma. Watching Velma is sad. It's almost as sad as the teenage daughter arc in Beau is Afraid, when you call her crazy, but then you realize the reason she's acting this way is because she's being neglected by her parents. But unlike Beau is Afraid, Velma isn't good. The only good thing about Velma is the sheriff's voice. His voice is like something you'd hear come out of the mouths of 10,000 angels. It is a beautiful orchestra of noise, and I'm going to play a video demonstrating the pure magnificence of this man's voice.
Did I accidentally tase her?
What's happening? Why isn't this luring the...
Did I accidentally tase her? God, it's such a beautiful, beautiful voice. And it's the only good thing about Velma. You know what's ironic? I got an ad for Beau is Afraid before I watched this video, so this movie yet again graced me with its presence. Thank you, Ari Aster. For the observant amongst you, you might have noticed that my glasses are a little darker than they were earlier. That's because in between takes, I decided to walk my dog around the park. And today, he didn't take a shit. However, he took a massive fucking dump yesterday. What does this have to do with Velma? I'll tell you. So yesterday my dog decided to take a shit in an area with a lot of long grass. And this is bad because when I picked up the shit, there was still some residue left. So I decided to grab at it again. So now I can say without a shadow of a doubt, picking up dog shit is more enjoyable than watching Velma. I'm gonna be completely truthfully honest. I don't remember fucking shit from episode 5 of Velma. Episode 5 was just for the sake of filler. It had some stuff for the plot, but all I remember is that at the end, Daphne met her birth parents, and that's it. Now let me tell you about episode 6. Episode 6 had some of the worst jokes imaginable. I can't remember a lot of them, but there were a lot of fucking bad ones where they were almost funny, but they didn't quite hit the mark. And that's unfortunate because Velma went from absolutely fucking miserable comedy to slightly less miserable comedy. It's still not funny, but it's at that point where it's almost funny, but it's still really fucking bad. There is a joke, however, that I almost laughed at in episode 6, and that's a bit where Norville decides to be a bad boy. Norville's walking around with a trench coat, doing graffiti and shit, and he explains how he stole the trench coat that he has and the sunglasses that he wears from a teddy bear at a toy store. And it's almost funny, but it's not. It's just not. And it's a shame because the joke could have worked. Now I'm going to talk about episode 7 because that's the one I remember the most from. Episode 7 has a lot. It has this fog festival with the Fog King and the Fog Queen. And the reason they have that festival is most likely not for the plot, but for the excuse that they can say something that sounds like the word fucking. Because they keep saying Fog King whenever they really don't need to. Like, I'm gonna go to this Fog King festival, damn it. And it's really fucking bad. It's really Fog King bad. And now at this point, they find out who the killer is. And it's actually the ghost of the principal's mom, the school principal's mom, who is also Norville's mom. So it's Norville's grandma's ghost, allegedly, who is the serial killer. And basically in this fog festival, girls can't go there without a date, and Velma makes a remark about it being sexist because, oh, progressive show, that's also offensive? Oh, You know, and it's really stupid. Velma doesn't have a date to go to this Fog King festival. And that's Fog King stupid. So she decides to do the only thing she can do. Dress up as a Fog King man. And this is the joke they make in the majority of episode 7. They make the same Fog King joke over and over, even when it doesn't make sense to say the words Fog and King. There's one part where Daphne walks up to Mandy Kaling and she says, "Oh, I bet you're great at Fog King." Who would Fog King say that? It's so Fog King stupid, and it's making me so Fog King mad, damn it! Fuck! Sorry about that outburst, Slimes. I got a little dramatic thinking about that same Fog King joke being told over and over and over again when it's already Fog King tiresome to begin with and it's never Fog King funny once ever. This show, Fog King, sucks. However, I'm going to get to the meat of this episode. This episode is basically about Velma dressing up as a man in order to get into a carnival. Why? I forgot. The only thing I remember from episode 7, other than the whole Fog King thing, was that it was basically doing a commentary on the patriarchy, except it was really poorly done. It was all like, man can do whatever man want because man is man, but woman cannot do that because woman is not man. Man can stand up and pee and eat with mouth open, but woman cannot because when woman do man stuff, it gross. The jokes are absolutely Fog King miserable. What I meant to say was that the jokes are really fucking stupid and they're absolutely fucking horrible. I absolutely hate Velma more than I've ever hated it before. It's somehow less funny than it was before, even though the jokes are better. But yeah, fuck this fucking show. I'm gonna watch the next 3 episodes soon, but fuck. Fuck, man. I'm tired. Holy shit. See ya, Slimes.